This is the Argon News Network, where today we're getting funked up. Welcome back to the channel, Argon Nets and Argonistas. This is Loserbum back on your screen with some low quality single take, a retro modern 8-bit single board computer content. Let's dive right in. As it says in the title, this is very important and urgent. There is a critical vulnerability in the Argon today, which is affecting all of you potentially who have one of this. I cannot emphasize how important and critical it is to watch this video through the end and take action right now. I really mean awooga, awooga. This is not a drill. Danger, Will Robinson. So, does your Argon boot screen look like this? Do you have a VDP version 1.04 or anything below the Console 8 version 2.40? If you do, you are absolutely at risk. You are at risk of a critical deficiency, which the World Health Organization, a body which is internationally unconditionally loved and has been for decades, well respected, everybody believes what they say. They have said that this particular deficiency will lead to these symptoms: crotchetiness, insomnia, mood swings, increased cholesterol, high blood pressure, diabetes, weight gain, and erectile dysfunction. And if you look at the demographic of this channel and by extension the Argon community, you can, I think, agree that we don't need any more risks of these particular syndrome. But thanks to Userbum Medical Research Lab at AgonTV, the help is on the way. The cure is right here, and I'm going to walk through all the necessary steps in the next few minutes. So the deficiency we are talking about is a critical, life-threatening deficiency of funk. I'm talking about the funk. I'm talking about the jam, the groove, the rhythm, the boogie, but especially the funk. If you do not do these steps, you will be exposed to these deficiencies and these critical vulnerability risks. So let's jump right in on how to fix this, right? To fix this, you will need to install first the latest release of the Argon Console 8 VDP. 2.4.0, 2.5.0 have both been tested and will cure this deficiency. Now, I know what you're going to say, Loserbum, should I really be deploying some firmware to my computer by some rather dodgy looking geezers who are living and working out of a rundown industrial estate somewhere in the northwest of England? And I say, unfortunately, yes. I know that this puts your Argon at risk. It might even put a virus on your home Wi-Fi, and then it will start mining cryptocurrency on your grandmother's pacemaker. That's a risk I'm willing to take. So you need to download this and to install this. And the good news is, thanks to our very, very dear friend, the Envenomator, Jerome the Venom Man, you no longer have to muck about with like cables and ESP flash tool utilities. You can now do it from the command line of your Argon. So what you need to do is download the latest release. All of the links will be, of course, in the description below. That goes without saying. You download the latest Flash utility and you put it in your MOS folder, your MOS folder on the SD card of your Argon, so that you can call it with parameters, and that will allow you to do that. You need to download the 2.50.0 or the 2.40 release of the firmware. You only need the firmware.bin file. You don't need the bootloader and partitions because they don't change from version to version. So you just need the firmware.bin. Put that in the root folder of your Argon. And then you need a couple more things which we'll get to well, I'll show them to you right now. You need this particular Argon mod program. Download also into the MOS folder because we're going to be calling it with parameters. And finally, you need to download a .mod file here, which you will put in the root directory of your Argon. So let's switch over to the device over here and get cracking. You can see I have actually downgraded mine back to 1.04. I am experiencing those deficiencies right now. My cholesterol, I can feel it rising. I can feel other things drooping. But that's what I do for you, the Argon community. So this is going to to be quick and painless. We've got our new flash in the mod program, and the syntax is flash VDP because it can flash the VDP or the MOS, but this is only the VDP is relevant, and we just say the file name, which in our case is just firmware.bin. And then we see the Envenomator magic at play. It's calculating a CRC, cyclical redundancy check, flash firmware. Yes, I want to do that. Updater unlocked, and now the MOS from the Z80 kind of thing is firing the new firmware into the VDP. No need any longer to go via the USB-C. You can see he's uploading those, it's about 650 kilobytes. He's done. Checksum is good. Rebooting in 3, 2, 1, and we're done. At this point, I recommend another extra reset. I just pressed the reset button to get your Agon in a fully clean state. And here we are. This is what it should look like. We are on our way. And as I said, in my MOS folder, I have got a file called playmodbin, which is the one which I mentioned you have to download and put in here. Because it's in the mod folder, I can call it from the root folder, and I'm going to now go playmod. I don't need .bin, and I'm just going to go, then it's a funky.mod, and the funkiness has been restored. The funky tune is back in the house. Listen to this, watch this on your screen. Gonna go quiet for a moment. There's some awesome bits in this track. So with this, I can feel my cholesterol sinking, other things are rising, the emergency is over. See, it's quick, it's easy, it's painless, and it is funky. Do you feel that beat? Crank up the volume on that a bit. That's so much better. See, it actually is a proper binary program. If you accidentally hit the escape button, then it will stop. Oof, that was bad. That was bad. The funk is back. The funk is back. So what exactly are we looking at here? Let's go into, while that's running in the background, oh damn, if I go over here, do we lose the funk? No, we don't lose the... Yes, we lose the funk. That's very bad. We don't want that. We don't want that. How can I now do this without losing the funk? Hang on, I'm going to have to manipulate my Agon here, just my recording here just a little bit. Let me add that. Video capture source, add existing Agon. We're back. And we're going to put it at the bottom, otherwise you can't see my screen. Much better. So we can now actually share the screen and everything. Display capture should be full. And now, what are we looking at here? So what's playing at the moment is a so-called mod file, .mod. If you look on Wikipedia, link below, this was actually developed in the days of the Amiga, right? This is a tracker format for the Amiga, but as opposed to MIDI files, it also uploads the sample. A MIDI file only has the notes. That's why it goes beep pop, beep pop, beep pop. This thing will actually upload the samples, like these cool guitars and whatever in the background, and then it'll have the role to actually play this music for you, right? And we got the funk. We totally got the funk. And so, completely respectable, right? Released in 87, the first version, and indeed, this tracker supports only the old ones, 87, where it's only 4 channels. They were upgraded versions later. At this time, I don't think the mod tracker supports those, but that doesn't matter because we got the funk. Now, is this cheating? Some people will say, well, it's the ESP32 doing all the work. This isn't retro, this isn't 8-bit. Nope, not true, not true. If you go and look in the actual source code, by the way, the Agon mod is by Heathen UK. He's been super active. You look on the releases, it's like every 7 days there's a new release, so this could go a long way. And if you look at the source, there's a single main file, obviously a timer in assembler, and it's just doing its stuff, right? It's loading the file, it's extracting it, and it's pushing it to the VDP. So in this case, the VDP is acting exactly like a sound card. It just happens to be a software-defined sound card, but I think the retro 8-bit paradigm is still intact, because yeah, retro 8-bit machines did have sound cards, right? And that's what we've got here. We've got the processor, which is our retro bit, and it's just firing out instructions and sounds out to the sound card. So I say, yep, this is true. This is retro. This is not cheating. And by the way, it's got the funk. It's got the funk. What else can I say? I'm almost at the end. I will share the link specifically to this file which I found. And if you use the search function here, the trick is to go into the search box, and there are some filters, right? So you go into the filters, and what you have to say is file format mod, right? So it removes all the other formats which are currently not compatible, and you say channels between 0 and 4, because at the moment it only supports 4 channels, right? And then you set that, and maybe search for something, I don't know, groove or whatever. I haven't tested this. Beat, fine, and then yep, there we go. It's got a rating system, because remember, this is like the 80s before the internet, so there's a ton of crappy ones in here. I have downloaded crappy ones, but you can find some with the rating. Download them, put the mod file on your SD card, and enjoy some other music, but that will not be as good at the funk. Full disclosure, why the funk? Why the funk am I playing this very specific file? Well, actually, originally, when I heard this, because it was 80s themed, I went for a song, Axel F, right? Remember anybody? Axel Foley by Harold Faltermeyer? I'm not going to interrupt the funk, but there's actually some versions which sound really good on here. That's it. The funk has been restored. Let's go back to the device. Just enjoy that a bit more. Take myself off camera. That break. Ah, so nice, right? I will up this, and well, let me jump back to over here, because what I can say is basically end of the video. Thanks for joining. If you enjoy this kind of content, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Remember to tell your friends to like, share, and subscribe. And normally here I would say that you're all a bunch of bloody legends. I'm Loserbum, and that you're bloody brilliant, and I'm out of here. But I'm not out of here. I'm actually going to keep this thing running for at least another 10 minutes, 30 minutes, or 60 minutes, just so those people who don't have an Agon, who are too scared, can still enjoy the funk. All right, I'm Loserbum, you're brilliant, and this has been fantastic, and I am out of here. Oh man, that's funk. Right, gonna mute the mic, and then I'm gonna play with the equalizer to see if I can make this even funkier. Love you all.